Didn't you have a picture? So hinged. Side note, but I'm just gonna say it anyway.
Yeah.
Didn't you have a picture of a porn star in your room?
You don't even eat the head. You like pinch the head, and then you bite the rest of it off, and then throw away the head.
I genuinely think I'm mentally insane. Welcome back to the sports show. I'm just gonna cut right into it. We have a very special guest here. I've only known you for what, like fucking. Yeah, you're allowed to curse. I don't care.
Okay, perfect. I was gonna say I'll be torched if not. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
It'll be a short podcast if I get censored the whole way through.
We already had a discussion about what we can't say and cannot say.
Only some slurs.
Only.
just maybe. All right. Whoops. Restart. No.
Run it back.
I'll be careful with those. No.
Yes, please. But we have Jacob here. Jacob is my roommate. From listeners who before. I had a different roommate on way back, but then I transferred units, and then I fell in his lap, and we just randomly were like, fuck it, let's do it, and then we just did it.
Podcast, that's what people do normally. When people are friends, they start podcasts. That's what I've been told. It's I'll tell you, you definitely party less hard than the last guy. Way less loud because he was a party animal. And it was insane. So,
appreciate
that.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, you can't beat him in noise even if you screamed all night. It would be okay.
Nah, I by 10 o'clock I'm out. Like
exactly.
A light,
yeah.
So you know how that shit works.
100%.
But yeah, no, this is Jacob. A little bit about Jacob. This is also me getting to know you.
Oh yeah.
I'm telling you, off camera, Jacob is the most unhinged person.
Ball.
I mean, the conversations we'll have. First of all, let's slow down. The conversations how we have it is either I'll walk in the door, he'll come out randomly thinking it's our other roommate Garrett, or I'll be out and you'll walk in.
Yeah.
Because I'll be like doing dishes or I'll be like making whatever.
Yeah.
And then you come in, and our conversations last for average at least 30, 45 minutes.
And I scare the shit out of them every time. Every time I walk out.
Every time. Because they come in so, like, either I have my AirPods
like
in.
Like a ninja.
Literally.
There's no hearing it. Yeah, just, ooh.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it's, I just kind of, like, I consider myself a bit of a menace in roommate culture, It's like, we're not, like, I don't do anything bad. It's just, like, the shit I be building in my room is crazy.
Didn't you have a picture? So hinged. Side note, but I'm just gonna say it anyway.
Yeah.
Didn't you have a picture of a porn star in your room?
Not what? Yeah, I did at one point. I still have the photo because originally it was it was Playboy like centerfolds, and then I bought like a more modern adult magazine, and I was like cutouts, and I just because I was like, hey, titties on the wall, that's great, right? Like that's how every man should
What
live.
an American dream.
I'll tell you, honestly, it's like, I feel like it's not as bad as people say. Because, like, they're like, oh, like, it's going to get in your head. You're going to get addicted to porn or something, right? And I'm like, honestly, like.
Watch me.
Well, yeah, I'm like, dude, it's like, I don't want to stop. I could if I don't want to. But no, it's like, it makes it feel more normal almost that, like, it's like, I'm not like I started ignoring them after like 3 days. Like you just get so used to seeing them on the wall that you don't even look at them.
So you generally have like just a picture
just like,
of tits.
Yeah, it's like I just see them. I'm like, okay, titties. I'm like, just like you get used to it, and then I feel like that's almost like healthy because you're not like objectifying people and shit. It's like you can see it and not feel so like bazinga. You're.
Wait a minute. You may be cooking,
dude. Because honestly, like that's where I was like. After a while, I was like, it doesn't like just seeing like. Not that I see women naked that often, but like it doesn't, unfortunately. But no, I always do that when I look at the camera and go, I'll scare your viewers. No, but like I feel like if I were to, it'd be more like in a casual situation that like wasn't explicitly like that. It would be more like, all right, whatever. It's like I'm just kind of like
boobs.
You just kind of get used to it. It's like it doesn't like activate neurons so hard. I'm not.
That's a good point.
Yeah, because you get kind of like not subjected. That sounds that bad. But like you get kind of
horny
used to it. Not what? Yeah, I do, but not like because of the wall.
Walks in just brick hard because of the fucking concrete.
Fully torqued when I walk in. Turn left. It's like right in. No, but you don't have any wall decorations like that, dude. You should. You could. It could be you.
What a fucking experience. What a fucking.
I've got extras.
How,
I have a lot of extras.
you see what I mean by it unhinged?
A lot of porn, guys. A lot of porn.
So wait,
No.
has your girlfriend like seen a picture?
Yeah, she's seen them.
And she's just like, all right, that's cool.
So my girlfriend, she's probably okay with me saying that. She is bi. So like she kind of goes both. She's not like, she doesn't really care if people say that or like know about that. But she is bi. Like she's not like, I wouldn't say like 50-50. Like she's not like super into girls, but she is like sometimes. Or she's
Yeah,
like,
no.
Yo, like Megan Fox is.
I was
yo
just-
too, dude.
No, I was just curious on like if she walked in, just her reaction on it.
Yeah, no, I feel like she might have been like, yo, what the hell? Like the first time, like it's just not like angry, just like what the fuck.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like I
what's
don't
on
think
your
she would be
wall,
like
dude?
angry. It'd just be more like,
Yeah, because she's real chill with like, you know, she was just like, oh yeah, well, whatever. You
yeah.
know,
I was
'cause-
just, but I feel like should have been just like, where?
Yeah, exactly. Every time I were up there and there, I'd be like, hey Garrett, look at these real quick.
Garrett's our roommate. You know Garrett more than I know Garrett. You and him are childhood friends.
Yeah,
practically. Yeah.
Yeah, we met in. It was actually kind of creepy because it was. So someone gave me this like little spyglass like multi-tool thing when I was like probably 5 years old. Maybe I was like 6, maybe 6 or 7. No, I dropped my drink.
See, unhinged. Go
I
ahead.
gotta set that to the side. But no, it was it was probably about 5 or 6, and someone gave me this thing, and I was like, it had a little telescope in it, so I was looking around my neighborhood, and I saw 2 kids washing their car with their dad, and I was like, yo, I recognize this kid from school. And so I was like, what the hell? So I was like spying on them with that, and I was like, holy shit, they live right next to me. And that's why we call it creepy, you know, the way I met them. But it wasn't, I met them that day or anything. I think I met them at a party after, like a birthday party. And our parents met, and then we kind of just became
Chill.
friends. Yeah, we were in the same like Cub Scout troop. He was weird as shit the whole time, like, you know, when he was young, which we all were, I'm sure, to an extent. But you know, he was a bit weird, which is funny, you know, because I give him shit all the time.
Yeah. No, I'm telling you, like,
Oh yeah,
if you didn't know they were friends, you would think he's the biggest dick.
I honestly just like, I felt at some points I was like, God damn, I'm like, he might not be happy about that, and I was like, yeah, it's kind of funny though. No,
No, I'm telling you, like, you have to be there because he says the most unhinged shit.
this is horrible stuff.
Like, I mean, the most awful things. Like, on the verge of, like, no, not on the verge. It's just bullying.
Yeah, sometimes I'm like, man, if he punched me in the neck, I'd understand. I'd be
Yeah, because, like,
I wouldn't even fight back.
You
I'd be
did
like,
that yourself.
I'd be like, yeah, it's all right, you know. Like if someone said that to me, I'm like, God damn.
Yeah, no, it's a rough scene.
Yeah, but it's, you know, he's chill with it, I think. I hope. Can't be good for his self-esteem, but you know.
Yeah, because you are brutal.
You know, that's how I am though. It's like, I think I come from a long family lineage of assholes, you know. It's
Nice.
Like my grandfather, I didn't know him very well, but he supposedly was really good at talking shit. And like, you know, was like, could be an asshole. Not like to my dad or nothing, but just like, you know, everyone out in like small town Minnesota, North Dakota, you know, like had the capability to be an asshole. Not like an asshole like rude, just like an asshole to friends, you know. And then my dad, you know, he'd talk shit to everybody in high school. You know, he had his stories of like just, I mean, being the worst. And I took inspiration from that, you know.
Oh, speaking of family, Jacob and I had a big conversation last night. By the way, Happy New Year's to the viewers. This
Yeah,
is the
Happy New
first
Year's.
episode of 2026.
Really? Sweet, dude.
Wow,
I'm honored.
we just completely hopped over that.
Yeah, I guess I keep forgetting it's because it doesn't feel cold. It doesn't
Bro,
feel like
it is
winter.
86, and we're
It's
in.
insane.
It's
It's-
January 2nd. This is stupid, but the Schwartz Show has been going on for 3 years since my junior year of high school.
Yeah.
Damn, 3 year. Well, not.
You've been doing the
3
podcast for 3 years?
Yeah, it hasn't been consistent, but it's still my.
Dang, dude.
Yeah,
That's
so,
good.
But quick side note: Happy New Year's to the audience. Hope you do well with your New Year's resolutions and change. But
Yeah, new year, new you.
yeah, type shit. You know, what was I gonna say? Oh, so we had a conversation yesterday, between the difference between Judaism and Christianity. Now, why I'm bringing this up is because this man, we have a conversation that led to his dad's business, that led to him subtly flexing that you've been to Peru,
Oh, yeah.
the Bahamas.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Twice, yeah, the Bahamas. Grand Cayman probably like 7 times. You know, we go ice fishing. We used to go ice fishing every year. This is the first year we haven't done it, and it's been I think 9 years since we started going. I've been to Italy. You know, we did like Rome and what was it, Pompeii? We did there. I've been to Europe twice, or no, 3 times, but like I guess like more West Europe, so not Italy, but you know, I think we've been to Norway twice now. So we did 2 trips. There was Norway, France, and England for like a section of the trip. So usually it was like Norway for a week for both trips, and then it would do like 2 or 3 days in England and then 2 or 3 days in France.
Yeah.
So, well, for France it was Paris, but you know, we'd do that. But we did that twice, I think like a year apart or something. And done cruises and shit before, you know, it's...
So what's your favorite place you've traveled to?
You know, I've also been to Japan. That's another one. But...
Just casual.
You know, because we ball, you know.
Yeah, we ball. Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, it's no, I feel like it's kind of a tie between like Peru and Japan, because they're completely like they're not similar at all.
Really?
I guess in terms of like climate they might be, because they're both hotter than shit in the summer, which you wouldn't think they are, but they are. Tokyo is a swamp. Like it's ridiculous how humid it is. Like if you thought Texas was bad humidity wise, like it's worse than
bad.
that. Yeah, it's probably 85 like all day, and it's like 90% humidity.
That's like Florida, but
It's
like
brutal,
×5.
dude. It's like I did not know it was that bad, and
Gross.
I was out there. I could not stop sweating. I had to like change shirts. Like,
I was about to say, you
constantly.
probably had to bring a towel and everything.
Dude, yeah, I seriously, my mom like stopped in a convenience store, got me a towel. I was like, it was that bad.
Yeah.
But Peru was cool because like, you know, the jungle. It's so much more like remote. You know, it's like there's not as much. Not like it's still like, you know, towns and cities and stuff, but it's just like it feels more. Not third world, but I guess like kind of like less developed.
Like
it's
Western, like not.
There's more culture. It feels like, because it's you can tell like you know, they had to adapt to like we went to Iquitos, and Iquitos is a little I shouldn't say little, it's a big city, but there's no roads to it. So seeing like the way that city developed without having any land access, everything's imported by boat or by plane. So we flew in, but they have like those little like, you know, like the rickshaw type deals, like the scooters with the 3 wheels and stuff everywhere. Like there were
Really?
The cars there were barely any cars. It was only like the rich people that had cars.
Really?
Yeah, so it was all like the little scooters, and everyone was walking everywhere, driving those little scooters. But it was fun. We took tours in one of those, you know, like cruised around town. They had the markets outside all day, you know. So it was a really cool place to see.
I feel like traveling is probably the best thing you could do.
Oh yeah,
Honestly.
it's fun, you know, because also like there's just like so many new things. Like I got peer pressured into eating a grub.
What's a
like,
grub?
Like a bug. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like the grub, like the, not maggot, but looks like a maggot pretty much.
How'd it taste?
Not bad. It was weird. Like the texture and the fact that it was a grub was the most disgusting part.
I was about to say, probably thinking about it made
Because
it
they
worse.
cooked it. Like it was like they said it tastes like a potato, and it does, which is like,
really?
Yeah, like it tastes like, it's not like, if I didn't know it was a grub, it wouldn't be bad. It was
You
just
thought
like, and
about
they're
it.
fat. They're like that big. It's like a big worm, like a, you know what I'm talking, like so they skewer them and then they grill them.
Really?
Like, yeah, so like a kebab type deal.
Is
they
it
have
like normal?
Yeah, they eat, like multiple like little vendors were selling them and making them
Really?
there.
Wow.
But they had like a bowl of live ones right next to the thing, so you could see them, and they're like gross. They're like wiggling around and shit, you know. And I think they put them in the water like for a little bit to like, I don't know what that does to them.
Clean them, I guess.
Yeah, I think so. Because the reason they eat them is because they're clean in theory, because they only eat like the hearts of like the palm trees. So they don't eat any like meats, or like they're not like a maggot where they eat like dead stuff. They're only eating live like plant tissue.
Plants, yeah.
Which, you know, there's still a bug at the end of the day. You know, it's still like wiggly and gross. But I was like, hey, fuck it, you know. And I ate that thing, and no one else in my whole family would try it. And I was like, all right, because
You stepped up.
Well, so it was that there was another couple that were like, oh, we're gonna do it, and I was like, shit. And they're like, come on, do it. And I was like, fuck it, because I was like, I knew I wouldn't get out of that.
Oh, no way you were.
Oh yeah, you had to like, what you do, you don't even eat the head. You like pinch the head, and then you bite the rest of it off, and then throw away the head, which is like, that's the part that's hard about it too. Is like you keep the head and then you toss the last of it, you know.
That sounds.
Dude, it was insane. I'll show you later. I have a picture of it.
I was about to say we're gonna put that post edit and. Just,
Okay, yeah, we can do
for
that.
sure,
Yeah,
for
I'll
sure.
get you because I think I have a picture of me like that.
Yeah,
like,
about to eat it for
and
sure.
then I have pictures of the grubs in the bowl next to it and all that. Yeah,
Really?
Yeah, it was. But no, like not to say the food there is not good. Like the food there is awesome.
I was about to say yeah.
Yeah, they had the real nice fish, and we ate piranhas down there.
Yeah, you
which
told me about
is-
that last night. Yeah.
Yeah, that's some good stuff.
This dude's been everywhere and
All
back.
over.
Like that's crazy. I've only the only place I've been out of country is Israel,
Israel, okay.
and that's
That's pretty far though.
that is far. That is before what's happening going across. Well, kind
Is
of.
it kind of? It's pretty nuts right now, right? Like this.
Oh yeah, it's always nuts over there.
Well, yeah,
but,
I guess that's true. Yeah, the middle of the East, dude.
But like one thing when I was in Israel was like the produce so much different than
Like,
here.
In what way? Like, is
Like
it?
the markets, they'll have markets. It'll just be normal produce, but they make it so healthy where it's not processed. It's just
like
natural.
like raw, untouched produce. Essentially.
But like they'll put like their own spin to it,
Okay,
and it still be healthy. It'll still be healthier than the shit we have here.
I see what you're saying.
You
So
see
it's
what I
like
mean?
it's natural. It's like it's not processed at all, but it's got like seasonings and stuff.
Yes, they'll like
Okay.
put like banana chips.
Yeah.
Like barbecue banana chips. I've ate it.
That sounds pretty good, honestly,
It slapped.
dude. That might be a.
Also,
try
you
some.
cannot find a banana anywhere in
Really?
Israel. They had to like, because when we flew in, I have family over there, so
Okay.
we stayed with them. Blessed enough to stay there. We were like, we want a banana. We had to go like hell and back to get banana. It's crazy.
That's dude. There's a funny story. When we were in Italy,
Subtle flex, by the way.
we ball. It was in Rome because when in Rome you get bananas, or no, it was. Shit, was it? It might have been Paris, which is I'm not even saying that to flex.
Again.
It was no, I think it was Paris. It was Paris, but we were. So my younger brother or my dad, one of the two, they had ordered like a banana split like ice cream,
Really?
Well, the restaurant was out of bananas. So we see we order it, and the waiter's like, oh, yeah, we'll get that out for you. Well, we see him. He didn't see him run out, but we saw him, maybe he did. Anyways, he comes back. He ran a few blocks down to the market to buy
get
a whole bunch of bananas. Like he had that dedication,
Wow.
dude. Because we saw him. He was like holding them up. He was like smiling. He was like, I got your bananas. We were like, dude, what? Like we could have just told us.
Yeah,
we
you
didn't
could have
have
just
it.
said we could get something
Here
else.
they wouldn't ever make any effort to do that.
Hell no. They'd be like, sorry, we're out.
Yeah, to run all the way to a market because there wasn't a market nearby. It was like it wasn't close. It was probably no more than like probably half a mile each way, but it was like still like, dude, the waiter just hustled ass out of there.
That's crazy.
Grabbed bananas, came back, and then made the split. And we're like, dude, that's dedication.
That's crazy, dude.
Shout out to that waiter. I don't know his name.
Well, he's somewhere in fucking Paris.
Yeah, in Paris, dude. Yeah,
just living the dream. in
Jacques
Paris.
or something.
I was about to say some fucking corny
I would
shit,
never be
yeah.
able to say that name if I knew it.
So Jacob is really into. You're into everything.
I do anything that's expensive and doesn't make money.
Yeah. So
Yes.
like he has so many projects, like in our apartment.
I've moved into the living room. I've taken over.
He has Loki.
I'm working on that.
I was about to say
We're
you gotta
getting there.
clean
We're
that
getting
big
there. We're getting
dog because
No,
like if we bring guests over, it is.
No, for sure. It's because the seat of my truck, because I was working on my sound system on my truck.
So yeah, he does like the knicks knacks and stuff. Of
Yeah, because
everything.
I like engineering, like buildings. That's what I'm in school for right now. Is I'm for mechanical engineering, and I have the truck the back seat of my truck out because I installed it in the worst possible spot for access, but the best spot for hiding it completely. So it looks like a professional install because it doesn't look like anything at all. You can't see it. The problem is when I have to adjust it, it is like I have to remove the entire back seat. And I'm like afraid to put it back in because like what if I don't tune it right or something,
Yeah.
But I do. One of these days I'm off work, I'm gonna actually just thug it out and get it done because like I need to. The thing is like I need to just retune it because you have to do like a multimeter like test where you have to like watch the voltages and do all sorts of like crazy stuff because I tuned it by ear last time and it sucked. So this time I'm gonna because you can tune it by. It should say it sucked. It just wasn't right. Like so I want to get like every last bit of power out of it that I can.
Yeah.
Without like making it sound like shit.
Sure.
But that'll be because I got to put that back in there, and then but yeah, I got all sorts of projects and stuff going.
No, he does like everything. He he has plants. He set up a system where the lighting stays on. The little motherboard.
The Arduino, like a little microcontroller runs a relay, and that just turns my lights on and off, so I can have it on a timer. So I don't have to do it. Now the problem is, I think when I sprayed I used the sprayer, I think I like low key blew that shit up. It didn't light on fire. It just crashed. I noticed the screen wasn't updating it, and I was like, I think the code crashed or something, because I don't write code. I don't know how to code. I have ChatGPT do it because it's an expert. And
Jacob has no friends. He just uses ChatGPT.
No, I wouldn't go that far. No, it can make friends. I can just tell it act this way, and it does. It's like schizophrenia but modern.
We compared our ChatGPT.
Oh God, you don't gotta go there.
No. We're gonna go there. No, I didn't even know ChatGPT was like a wrapped like ChatGPT, but his was. I'm not gonna leak because I'm a decent guy.
No, it's fine. I mean, it was. Viewers do not judge. It was a lot. I think I had like 22,000 messages.
Yeah, it was a little rough, man.
Yeah, I'm the reason we have no water or power in some counties. It's like AI has been torching people. That's me. I'm the guy.
He's been it's kind of rough.
I learned a lot though. It's like.
Yeah, but it is very helpful.
Yeah, it's so well, and it's getting better at. I'm getting better at catching hallucinations than it does, and it's getting better at not hallucinating so much. Like it does it still, because like the hallucinations are like. That's the term they're using for like when it just makes shit up, because it will do that. Like it does just like, I remember one time I was asking about a camera. I was like, oh yeah, this camera from the 80s has autofocus. I was like, bullshit. I'm like, what are you talking about? And it's like, oh, it was made by this brand. I was like, no, it was not. It's like, so you have to clarify, like some stuff it's just kind of a lost cause. And you're just like, all right, whatever. But for a lot of stuff, like it's getting better where it can pull sources now, which is nice because I can rely on it a little less. Like, not that I don't fact check it, like if it's something high stakes, but like low stakes stuff, like, how many, like basically like random like science facts or something that like don't matter at all. I can ask it that. It'll give me like enough info for it to be reasonable.
Yeah.
But I always still like fact check stuff if it's like high stakes,
Yeah. So Jacob's a psychopath, and
what? No, fair enough.
I was OD on that, but
no, it's all right.
So Jacob,
a little insane.
So you are, what year are you? Third, fourth?
Third, yeah. It's junior, yeah.
Junior.
Well, yeah. I don't know how my credits look. They're not good, but we ball.
That's his slang.
My slogan for when I'm like, oh shit.
It's like, just we ball.
Yeah, because when I say like fuck it, we ball, it means that I am beyond repaired, torched. Like it's not good.
Yeah. He says we ball a lot. Yeah, he does.
Because we ball.
Because we ball, exactly. So you said you are in mechanical engineering.
Yes.
That makes sense. It really does. I was gonna ask why, but it just literally checks out. Like
I just be building shit. It's like I just
so random, but like it's true. I respect it though.
Yeah.
Is there like a dream like project you want to do?
For like
or a dream position.
So I think like the kind of where I'm hoping it leads, or I wouldn't mind it leading, it'd be like automotive design. So like not necessarily like designing like little parts, but like basically having like a little bit more say over like the design of a vehicle. So like, because I like sports cars, I like the kind of like the culture behind them and stuff, but also like it's going in a new direction. It's like a lot of times, like a lot of like Dodge, for example, I think they're getting rid of a lot of their V8s and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's like preserving that in living in a time where you can't have as emissions heavy, like basically like you can't have a V8 now. You can, but they're harder to get around regulations for. But there still is opportunity. Like it's not like it's over because we can't use V8s. It's like now there's opportunity to better tune other engines and make them more efficient and more powerful. And it's like I think it'd be fun to work in that space and design cars that are still really cool, but fit in with like a world that is going towards like environmental like concerns and stuff, or like trying to make sure that like our sports cars don't destroy the environment. It's like I feel like it'd be cool to be in that space, but also make cars that look awesome.
So are you talking about more of like the designing of like the exterior, or you mean like designing the car, like the shape of the car, and also
a little bit both? Yeah. So like kind of, because I know usually like there's a designer for like the outside, they kind of have like a vision, they draw inspiration from stuff, and they kind of design a vehicle.
Yeah.
Whereas like with the engine and stuff, you know, the engine kind of follows, you know, like if you're like the Corvette, you know, it's like there's no V6 Corvette as far as I know. There might be, I'm sure there is, but like, you know, it's like I'm sure the designer had some saying like, we're going to put this motor in it because they designed the vehicle around like the restraints. Like, you know, you want a big motor in a tiny car so it goes fast like the Corvette does.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you're going to design it to where it fits that motor in that space, and you kind of get to decide like what motor goes in there and stuff. But so I know usually like it's impossible for someone to design an entire vehicle from the ground up on their own. You know, like it would, because, you know, you have to build the engine and every part in that. I was about to say, yeah, it's like that would take, I mean, if you were to do that, it'd take your whole lifetime. But like for really just like, you know, working with a team to be able to say like, here's what I'm thinking, you know, like the exterior might look like, here's what I want in there. Kind of like, you know, being very involved in that design process. So I'm not designing the entire thing from the ground up, but working with teams to get my vision onto the road.
Is there a specific car you want to do?
I do like, so I've always been like a Chevy guy, and
you do have a Chevy too.
Yeah, I do drive a Chevy, and like, you know, I like the new Chevys. I don't know about so much, you know, like I'm not sure reliability wise and all that, but like, you know, for like my truck, it's a design that works. It's simple and stuff. I kind of want to like bring that back where it's not so random gimmicks and stuff. You know, it's not like the touchscreen doesn't have to be 37 inches. They don't have to have a TV in the dashboard. You know, like bring back the shifter. You know, it's like that the steering column shifter.
That shit's authentic,
dude. When I worked at I did work at Discount Tire for a while, so tire expert. But when I was doing that, like the Rams nowadays, they have it looks like a volume knob. That's how they shift.
Yeah, they twist it.
And it's like, imagine if you're like, oh, I hate this fucking song, and you go and change it, and then you just crash because you put it in park on the highway. It's like, what? You know,
I've been in a Jeep, a Wagoneer.
Shit. God bless your soul. You've been in a Jeep. Fuck, that's.
They have a knob.
Yeah.
That I literally, because I picked up a rental for a buddy of mine, and like from the airport, and I'm like, how the fuck, dude? And like their knob, or they'll have like a button.
Yeah, the buttons are annoying too, because it's like, it just the reason I've read about, at least, or they say, is that like it's easier to design one button that goes in every car rather than a shifter that builds into and around the steering column, or a shift lever on the thing that has to connect to the transmission somehow. Yeah, it's easier to make it all electronic and then just design one cluster of buttons that fits in everything. Because cars, like, you wouldn't think it, but they do reuse parts all the time. Like the my truck, the original radio fits the same year Corvette.
Really?
Yeah, seriously. Like if you had an 02 Corvette and 02 like my Silverado, radio fits the same.
Wow.
Like same interface, at least for most of the models.
Yeah.
And it's like that's how they they make it more efficient, is because, you know, if they can reuse parts, like they don't build, like, there's not like a new engine for every car. You know, it's like they have the platform and they upgrade certain parts based on it. It's like my truck, that's part of the reason I think it's awesome, is it has a motor that's very closely based to the Corvette motor of those years, which means you can push a stupid amount of horsepower out of it. Now, I'll never do that realistically. It stays at stock, but
I
don't want to do all that. I want to blow it up.
Yeah, you no.
Got to get to work somehow, you know?
That's very true. Yeah, Jacob.
It'd be fun to build something like that.
No, I wouldn't be surprised if Jacob does blow something up.
Oh, I have it's a 1973 CJ5, and I shot a fireball out of the carburetor one time because I had it, like, the timing was horribly off. Because I'd never done, like, timing work on an engine. Yeah. So it was firing while the intake valve was open, I think, and it was shooting straight up, like, fireballs out of the carburetor, and it was terrifying. Because it'd light on fire for, like, a little bit afterwards, too. I had to, like, blow it out. Yeah.
Only you, bro.
Well, yeah. Yeah. But, you know, it's trial and error, you know. It's like, it lights on fire once, and you're like, oh, shit, don't do that again. Yeah. So that's...
Do you, super odd question and super duper sidetrack, but it just came in my head. It's going to come out naturally. Do you believe in conspiracy?
You know, I had to plug.
Conspiracy theories. Do you believe in conspiracy?
It depends on which ones. Because some of them,
That's what, thank God.
There we go. Okay, you got that.
Dude,
Bigfoot, I was like, Bigfoot boards?
I would have fucking gone crazy.
No, it depends on, like, which one. Because some of them I'm like, bro, that's, you know, like, there's some that I've heard that are just dumber than hell. You know, it's like, what are you talking about? But there's like I've watched some that, or like I've seen videos about them, where people are talking about like the JFK one seems odd to me. It's like JFK, like I think he had like criticized the CIA kind of after like Bay of Pigs or something, and I don't know a whole lot about it. I just remember watching a video and I was like, damn, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But so I kind of, the CIA did that shit 100%. Like that's just what they did. Their Martin Luther King one too. They're like, they say that wasn't like just like a guy that was being racist. It was like, they say like that was like, I think the CIA again, because CIA does a lot of shit. I feel like
true.
It's easy to blame them for a lot of shit, but like they also are like sketchy.
It's
like,
fair.
I
need to interview someone from the CIA.
Dude, yeah, the CIA, don't kill us, but
kill him.
What? No.
Because the shit you be saying, yeah,
no, I'm alright.
You number 2 to Epstein, dog.
I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't. I think that's Diddy and then me afterwards. I think it's like Epstein.
Have you watched the Diddy documentary?
No, I know 50 Cent. He
went crazy
fiending on that.
Bro.
Dude, actually what's funny? It's not 50 Cent, but I'm my YouTube Music, which is yes, I use YouTube Music.
I was about to say, no way you use YouTube
I do,
Music.
because I have YouTube Premium, dude, and like because you get it for free.
So you go to Italy and you get YouTube Premium.
My parents are paying for it, I think, still, because they don't know I have it, and it's on.
You're balling on a budget
so I'm
right now.
basically just stealing from them. That's why I pray they don't see this podcast.
They shouldn't.
Not only because of the porn on the wall, which I think
yeah, that's also,
my mom's seen that before. Actually, I think she came over one time and was like, "Oh," and I was like, "Oh fuck yeah, I forgot about those." But she was like not super like, what the fuck, she's just like,
she's like, that's Jacob.
She's like, that's your room, But I was like, really? They chill with that? All right,
fuck it.
We ball. I love saying that. Speaking of 50 Cent, dude, I'm like top 1% of Eminem listeners.
You fuck with Eminem?
Dude, I love Eminem.
Wait, let's talk about music.
Dude, yeah, we can do. Dude, music. Who
do you fuck with right now?
So lately, I think so. Generally, like top band, because I like rock and like kind of like the the 80s, like,
okay,
I wouldn't even say metal, like 80s rock, like the kind of the hair rock or like that type of stuff.
Sure.
80s and 90s. So I like Guns N' Roses. That's my favorite band, I think, because they have some bangers.
They do.
And like people only know about like a couple songs, but they were, I mean, I think their album, like the Appetite for Destruction, is still like the biggest like studio, like debut album ever. Like I'm pretty sure it's like top still, like the world record. But they have some crazy good songs, and like their lyrics aren't like all kind of like just rock and roll, like drugs and party lyrics. A lot of them are pretty fucking deep, where it's like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Like, there's dude, if you guys are watching, listen to Coma. It's the last song on Use Your Illusion. That's why no one knows about it, because it's the last song on the album, and it's 10 minutes long, but it is so good. Like so it's the last like 2 minutes of it has the craziest lyrics like ever. It's like such like a deep topic, because it's about. So the lead singer, Axl Rose, he had like, supposedly, at least what he says in interviews, is like he was in an argument with someone and he was like, fuck it, I'm out of here. And he just took a whole like thing of pills and like OD'd essentially. And it put him in a coma for a while. And the song is called Coma because he's talking about how like he's out of the fight, like it kind of feels nice to just like step back. And, like kind of, basically there's like nothing he can do now. He's like, he is literally like on death's doorstep. Like but he's still being pulled back by like, I think he said he was like, I got to release the album. I'm like, bro, that's not healthy. Like, the only reason you want to live is to release the album. Like,
yeah.
Ooh. But no, he's still, people are like pulling back, but also there's like the idea is like, it's, even if like, you're living a shit life and you're just done with it, it's like, it's still your choice to live or die. It's like, no one did this to you. It's like, you are the one who's,
you're accountable.
Like, yeah. It's like, it's your choice to, it's like, if you do kill yourself, it's like, it's your choice to do that. So you can't blame anyone else. And it's like, holy shit, on a song like that no one knows about, and it's like, it's a banger.
Yeah.
And I remember I went to a Guns N' Roses concert. I was the only guy standing up still singing lyrics and shit, because I knew that whole fucking song by heart. It's my favorite song. I mean, like, I think I listened to it. I think my YouTube thing told me like it was like 700 minutes or something, like the whole year. And it's like, which is funny because it's only like 70 times, because it's a 10-minute song.
Think about it.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like, it's that good of a song. But the problem is it doesn't get like that good verse is like right at the like 7.5 minutes, which is funny.
So the whole fucking other 7 minutes.
I mean, they're good. They're just like, it's more like kind of. The thing is also like they don't ever play it live because there's no chorus or no like.
Yeah, it's not gonna be catchy.
There's
for an
no,
audience.
There's no bridge or no bridge. That's not right. There's no like chorus or like no repeating parts. That's what I meant to say. Not no bridge. That's not the right term. But so the band, it has a hard time playing it because no one can remember it all. Because it's 10 minutes with no repeating parts, no repeating lyrics.
Oh, I see.
So it's a clusterfuck to try and remember all the lyrics.
Sure.
Like I forget them. You know, like I only remember like the last few parts of it, like from heart. But I used to remember all of them. But that's probably my favorite band. I think is Guns N' Roses. My next would probably be AC/DC.
Nice.
For like I kind of think of it like not like favorite per genre, because like, you know, it'd be hard to put them together like kind of because there's different like categories, you know. So
Yeah.
I think with rock, it's probably AC/DC after that, and then I'm trying to think of who else. Probably like some of my top three. I like it's not a new band. It's really good. You know, so it's called The Pretty Reckless, and it's Taylor Momsen, who's the old Grinch movie.
Yes.
With like Jim Carrey, like the old one or something. That movie. So I think that was like 25th anniversary of that movie. It was like this year or something. So it's a 25-year-old movie. The actress that plays like Cindy Lou Who, she grew up, obviously. Now she's the lead singer of that band.
Oh, okay.
And
nice.
it's kick-ass, dude. She's good. Like, she can play music.
Nice.
You know? And it's crazy. Like, she was actually the opener for AC/DC.
Really?
When I watched them, yeah. So it was like, that was cool seeing her. Because, you know, normally the opener bands are kind of okay. For most plays, you know, for most bands, but like the big ones, they always have someone awesome, and AC/DC really, you know, that was a good choice on them to pick her and have her out there because that was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
But for like hip hop and like rap and shit, I think Eminem. I like
favorite Eminem song.
Favorite Eminem song? Shit, that's a good one. I really liked Houdini for a while. That's like the
Houdini. That one was slapping.
It's good. I like that one. I like a lot of his like deeper songs, you know, like the ones that have like a real kind of like a good like moral behind them, like
meaning
lesson
to it. Yeah.
Yeah, because I know like he has a couple songs where he's just like beating the shit out of his wife, and those are a little bit questionable.
Have you heard of what's that?
Is it FAC?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've listened to it.
I listened to it. I was like, all right.
That one was a little rough.
Okay, Marshall, but
yeah. So we gotta chill.
It's okay. Yeah, FAC.
Like, what are you talking about, dude? It's like you've gone off the deep end here.
Yeah.
But no, you know, like that one was that was not a great moment. But dude, a lot of bands have those though. I feel like there's
that was like that one.
There's one. It's a Nirvana song. It's the weirdest. He's like singing in like a super high pitched voice. It's
really?
Like saying like weird shit. Or there's Guns N' Roses on it's the very last track of Use Your Illusion 2, and it's called My World. I think he said in an interview he was like higher than fuck on acid, and he dropped it into the album without anyone else knowing it, and it sucks. It's like nobody likes that song because it is ass. But like it's kind of funny because like no one knew it was there anyways. I don't think like the band members even approved of it, and he just kind of was like, fuck it, we're publishing this.
We're balling
on their like one of their biggest like most hyped releases. Or I don't know if it was even hyped because they kind of just out of nowhere. I think sometimes they drop them. Yeah. They didn't do like singles. They just kind of like, oh, here's albums, and they did 2 albums at once. So it was like 40, and I mean not 40 songs. It was like 30 songs though, all at once. Yeah. And that shit was in there, and it was buns, which is kind of funny. I like Kendrick. He's pretty good. I like his stuff. I hadn't listened to a ton of it. I like the big songs, like the TV Off, or like not like
for sure.
The big ones. I do like a couple of like the other ones, like the DNA, Humble. Like they are all the big ones, but they're good because my sound system sounds awesome now. So I mirror shake. That's what really. It's like anything with a good bass line is fucking sick.
Sick. Yeah.
But what do you listen to, man?
Oh, it's been kind of all over. Since I've really got into like lifting, it's been a lot of Linkin Park.
Dude, yeah, that's reasonable right there.
A lot of 30 Seconds to Mars.
Oh, they're kind of like Linkin Park, right? Or like
it's the same shit.
Okay.
Skillet. A lot of Skillet is good, dude.
I don't listen to them a lot, but I do like. I know I've heard songs from them.
I got put on to Skillet.
Yeah.
And to that person, I thank her so much because she was like, Skillet's good. And I was like, I could see myself lifting to this shit.
Oh, yeah, dude.
And then recently, actually, Deftones. Low-key,
I haven't listened to them a lot.
I don't know. I was like, I don't know, something about screaming at 6:30 in the morning really just wakes you up.
Fair enough. Yeah, that just gets you going.
It does. But, I mean, I fluctuate all over. So, like, I'll go from, like, rap. My biggest artist is I like Drake and J. Cole.
this guy.
I know. Shut up. I also like the artist Russ. He's like all over. But then I'll also go flip to like Coldplay and like
Yeah,
indie.
Coldplay. Yeah, I do. I like their stuff, dude.
Like
honestly.
I'll go to indie music.
Yeah.
I'll go to like a little bit of Steve Lacy, just a little bit of like
I guess, yeah. Have you
everything.
so there's a band that I've gone with Garrett to their concert once. It was AJR. Have you heard of them?
Yes, they
Dude.
made a couple good songs.
Yeah, I like their stuff. People shit on them online all the time.
Did they make one like shit song?
So their first album, fuck. I mean, it was
But they made a couple good songs.
Optimal. It was because their new stuff is great. Like every song that like there's some that are like all right, you know, like there's some that are more like the lyrics are always have something behind them, you know, like there's always like there's a message behind them.
Yeah.
And a lot of it's like, you know, kind of like they're growing up and like leaving stuff behind, you know. It's like that's a lot of their messaging, which is why like I really resonate with a lot of it, you know, going into college and you
For
know,
sure,
it's like,
yeah, adulting.
you know, you lose a lot of friends and moving around, you know, like that and stuff. So it's like it's kind of good to have like a song that you can kind of relate to and be like, oh shit, this isn't just me.
Yeah.
And then they have that fucking song "I'm Ready," which is like they sample the SpongeBob "I'm Ready." That's one that everyone shits on, and it's like that was like 10 years ago.
That was a while ago.
I'm like, dude, the album was Living Room, right? And I think they were like 16, 17.
Yeah.
When they released that. Now they're like 20 something.
Yeah.
They're like late 20s. But no, some of their stuff is good. Like they just released an EP that was really good. It's like What No One's Thinking or something. Because they had an EP that was like What Everyone's Thinking. They said like in their interviews, they're like, oh, you know, we looked back at it and it was like kind of surface level. It's kind of fake, you know, like it wasn't like they felt like it was like something that people wanted to hear, but it wasn't like what they were feeling.
Yeah, authentic.
So that's where they had like the What No One's Thinking EP, and that was like good. You know,
Good.
it's like I mean. There's one song, I think it's like a dog song. I was like, I'm kind of just okay on that one. Is like that song. The last one, I think it's The Big Goodbye is the song. And that one hits pretty good, you know. It's like he's talking about like chasing fame and he's like, you know, like one of the lines is like, why'd I need to be known? They fucking know me here. And it's like that one hits, you know. It's because he says it like the way his voice is, you know, on that bar.
You can't like describe it, but like if you hear it, it's gonna hit.
You're like, holy shit, you know, because the song's about like him chasing fame at the expense of like basically like now he's lost everyone that he knows. You know, it's like he's gone through the whole fame game, and now he's like basically he's given up on his old life and what he used to like and what he might still miss. You know, it's like. Which I like songs like that where they have a good meaning behind them, you know? Yeah,
no, I've dealt with the same. Most of honestly, a lot of my music stuff has changed. It used to be like really hardcore rap, and then I'm also like I can fuck with boy bands. Like, let me put you on real quick.
Fuck it, yeah.
Let me put you on.
Okay,
Have you ever heard of a band called R5?
I've not.
Good
Shit?
In my opinion,
yeah.
You know that actor Ross Lynch. Have you ever seen Austin Alley? No, that's a Disney Channel.
Okay.
But he was the main character, and he had a boy band.
Yeah. Good stuff.
I'm like open about it because I'm like I don't give a fuck. I'm telling you, I'm all over the place. From like,
I mean, hey, you know, it's all of it. Yeah, because it's like you go by mood, or is it kind of like everything all the time, or is it like how you feel for like 2 weeks?
How you feel.
How fast does it switch? Is it like a 2 week session, just like all rap and you switch?
So like for me, it depends on the day. So if I am up, like let's say, for example, I'm at the gym, I would say mostly rock.
Yeah.
Mostly just like
makes sense,
which is fair. But then like if I'm like driving, I'd maybe put on a little like Jason Derulo type shit.
Yeah.
Or a little bit of like R5, or maybe if I'm feeling myself, a little bit of rap. It really like I don't discriminate.
No, you get all of it in. You know, it's the only genre I'd not like. The only one I don't listen to a whole lot is country, and it's not. There is good country
shit.
Like that's. So
there is some good country.
I like old country where it's like, you know, like Johnny Cash. You know, it's like I'm trying to think of the other. I know other ones. The Highwaymen, which is Johnny Cash on there, but also like I think Willie Nelson and a couple other guys.
Yeah.
But like, you know, it's those old country songs are great. The auto-tune shit.
New ones, yeah.
It's like all the stuff where it's just they sound like, "Baby, lock them doors and turn them lights." You know, I hopefully don't get copyright struck for that because that sounds pretty accurate.
That was really good, yeah.
Baby, lock them doors and turn them doors unlock. You know, that type of shit where he's just talking about locking doors for some reason.
Yeah, and fucking.
And the lights are low. No, that's the song. That's what it's about.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, like that. It's just it all sounds the same to me. It's just like truck and beers and you know.
That's what
women.
I always say that.
Yeah,
I'm like, wife left me, dog, beer,
Yeah.
truck, Texas.
My wife left and she didn't take my truck. Oh, brother. You know,
and
it's
fucking
like,
hay.
yeah, it's you
And
know, I
boots.
got these horses in
Horse.
the back. No,
Yeah, literally.
That's a what's the guy, the Lil Nas X? Isn't that the
Oh,
got
yeah,
the
yeah.
horses in the
The
back?
back. Yeah.
No, it's but no, you know, like yeah, it's just it sounds like it's all the same. Where it's like with the there was stories behind like the actual like the old country stuff. You know,
Yeah,
it was like there felt like there was some meaning behind it. You know, or something
Sure.
good.
Yeah.
You know, it's like now it's just like, oh, I'm talking about like country, like what it's like a performative kind of like country like lifestyle where it's
Yeah.
like it just doesn't feel as like authentic as
As
like
the same
being
anymore.
really country, you know?
Sure.
Because like my family is redneck as shit sometimes, and they'll listen to some of that stuff, but it's like, you know, they don't listen. They listen to all sorts of random shit, but it's just like the trucks and the farm life and stuff. It's like it's not nearly as like cowboy-y, I guess.
The trucks in the farm life.
Yeah, exactly. Like we drive trucks, and like you know, it's or like well, at least I drive a truck. My dad drives a truck, but it's like the commercials you see on truck like commercials and stuff like that's where that music kind of feels
Yeah.
like it's built for that. It's not built for like actually being out there and like doing shit. You
Sure.
know. Now some people love country music, and I'm like, hey, fucking all right. Like
Don't discriminate. Yeah.
dude,
Fuck
yeah,
it.
I've noticed like with Young Life, everyone loves country music there. I'm like, bro, like I cannot listen to Luke Combs again. You know, like nothing against him. It's just like, bro, it's like
just
I've
not
heard
my
everything.
vibe.
You know? Yeah, it's but for me, it's like you know, it has to have like some meaning behind it. You know.
Yeah. No, I think for me, it's been more like lyrics.
Yeah.
But also like it just depends on my mood.
Yeah, 100%.
Because like I'll play like mental games with myself. I genuinely think I'm mentally insane, but like that's my like.
yeah, no.
I think I'm like kind of crazy, but not really
I
crazy.
genuinely think I've fucking lost it.
Yeah, I'm
scared.
I'm just one step
Yeah,
away.
he's like, oh shit, he might stab me to death.
Yeah, but like I'll play. I don't know. I'll like think of like the most extreme shit, but like listen to the song and to like feel the moment.
Yeah.
I understand what you mean. Like there's the meaning behind like the lyrics
Yeah.
that sit home and kind of like not make you feel alone, but also like with that emotion. Like
Yeah.
you have that emotion knowing that okay, this person also has it, without having to talk about it. It's like okay, it's comforting.
No, exactly. It's like yeah, it feel. I think the lights turned on just then. I was like, what the?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like if you have a song that you can relate to, it's like it feels like almost like when you sing along to it, you know, like in the car, you know, it's like
Dude,
I'm
I'll have my
jamming.
own fucking
It feels
concerts.
like you're in that story, you know, like in the song.
exactly.
And that's where I like. There was a song the other day. I was like, I was getting like emotional to it because I was like, holy fuck, like because I hadn't listened to it since like freshman year of high school. You know. And
Yeah,
I was like-
real.
I was like, this hits so crazy right now. I was like, it was like just you know with like the new year coming around and just kind of like feeling like because I had a moment where I was like you know it's like it was an alright year. I was like I kind of felt like did I do anything this year? I was like did I really like improve anything?
Yeah.
And it just took like you know looking back and be like oh shit you know like I did stuff you know it's like
The reflection.
exactly yeah I was like because I just felt like I didn't really think about it that deeply but I was like man I didn't do anything cool this year like
Yeah.
I didn't do anything like push me forward you know
Mhm.
and I'm like listening to that song and I was like oh shit you know I was like other
What
people
song
are feeling
was
this
it?
it was
If you don't mind sharing.
it was fuck,
Share with the
it's-
class.
so it wasn't like a song that necessarily like hit and so the song has like heavy like suicide themes to it which is not what I was thinking but or,
No,
like,
no, no.
parts of it but it's it was Migraine by 21 Pilots.
21 Pilots is good too.
Yeah, they have some really good shit, dude.
They
And it
do.
was like that was a song I listened to a lot back in like freshman year when I was kind of like, not like I never really was like suicidal at all. I don't think like the idea had crossed my mind, but it was never like a serious like I'm gonna do it. You know,
Same
like,
here.
It's like you think about it like as like kind of a thought experiment of sorts. You know, you're like, what would it? What would
like
happen?
yeah, like I feel like that's like could be natural. But
I think a lot of people do that. You know, and some people like are like straight up suicidal. You know, it's like that's
Yeah.
like oh fuck, you know. But like for me, it was like with this song, it was kind of just like the more like mental health focused. Where it was like you know, it's like there's you got a like war going on between like you know like in your mind, you know, and it's like people don't see it, but like it spills over. You know, it's like it ends up like if you got something going on in your head,
Yeah.
you end up it comes out in different ways. You know,
Sure.
it's like and eventually if you don't like kind of face it, you know.
They're running away
Yeah.
from it. Yeah, for sure.
And it's so that's where like that song that was one that I resonated with back then because it was you know, the migraine is like the song Migraine is about it's kind of like he keeps saying like he has a migraine in his head, you know it's like which is like a metaphor for essentially just like basically like the battle he's fighting in his own mind.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where I resonated with that. But I was like getting kind of emotional to it because I was like, holy fuck, you know, like, I
Yes.
was singing harder than I ever sing. You know, I was like, god damn. Other than the Guns N' Roses, dude, sometimes I'll sing like because I just want to hit those high notes that Axl
Type
does.
shit,
And I'm
yeah.
like, damn, my voice is torched after those sessions.
No, for sure. I don't blame you.
That's why, like, if you ever viewers, if you ever think about karaokeing something by Guns N' Roses, fucking don't.
Just
you can't
don't.
hit the notes. You just
can't.
can't. I would know. Dude, his vocal range is insane. But yeah, like, do you have a song like that where you get like kind of like it really just hits you
Yeah,
hard?
I do. The song Wonderwall by Oasis.
Dude, I like that. That's a good one.
I'm not keep it so transparent with you. I cried to that song twice.
Dang. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
No,
I'm just a good song for
It's
that.
so I'm just like, fuck. It just
You're just like
it strung some like chords in my heart, and I was just like,
you're sitting there fucking
I know.
You're
It's
just
like,
like, bro.
I was
Yeah.
like,
I remember that song. There was a buddy of mine at Discount Tire that would say, every time I come on, he's like, "Today was gonna be the day that the day was gonna be the day," you know. And I was like, "Dude, what are you fucking talking about?"
yeah, that's not how it goes. Yeah,
Today you should have known how that the day was gonna be today. And he just kept saying "day," and I'm like, "This fucking guy."
This guy.
It was funny, but that's what every time I hear that song, I'm like, "Oh," I just start singing that shit.
You think about it,
But
yeah.
no, because I haven't looked in like, is there like, a lot of meaning behind the lyrics with that one?
Yeah, for that one, it is.
I need to look into that because I don't know the lyrics like very
The
well.
lyric, I don't know. It's just something that like the emotion of it and the lyrics.
Yeah, kind of like the vibe behind it.
The vibe just set home with me, and I can't explain it.
No, for sure.
Sometimes you just can't explain
Yeah,
it.
sometimes it's like there's just not a reason. It's just like fuck, this hits crazy.
Yeah, like for example, like this morning, but like for example, like this song today, Change. It's called Change in the House of Flies by Deftones. I don't know what it did. I don't know
Dude,
what.
I hate
But
to listen to that. I haven't
it's
heard
just
it.
I don't know. It just hits home. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I just discovered it. It's just some music, just like
No, for sure.
so. Yeah, but
Badass.
badass. Everyone at home, I'm so sorry. I am rushing this outro because I do have to run. You're gonna be back. We're gonna be back on for another
Perfect.
episode.
Yeah, I better
200% with not the time crunch. Thank you, everyone. Thank you at home. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching.
Thanks for having me.
Happy. Of course. Thank you for coming on,
Of
even though you
course.
really didn't have a choice.
Yeah, I
because
was
you literally
threatened.
live
He
right
would've
next to
killed
me.
me.
Yeah, you live. I'm not killing no
There
one.
is an assassin that is trained on me and will take me out if I don't do this outro
Yeah,
with him.
yeah,
So
CIA type
I am
shit.
I'm blinking Morse code right now, but
Blink twice if you need help.
no.
Yeah, everyone at home, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, and Happy New Year's. Hope everyone was safe. No injuries like that. You are the first episode of 2026, so congratulations to you. You are
do it.
now my elite employee. Everyone at home, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.
See y'all around.
Deuces.